Oh, hey, chat. How you doing? How's it going? Ignore if you hear my old voice echoed in a second. Hey, there it is. So, Twitch is broken, huh? Twitch is just straight up broken. How about that? How do you like that, chat? Huh? Yeah? How do you like that? Is Ryan live? Curious what's going on. The only Ryan. He does not seem to be live. Well, Twitch is just absolutely bobbled. I done bobbed it. Anyway, sorry chat. We were gonna have, today was gonna be really fun. I was gonna be streaming alongside Mandy and Craig from Real Good AI, who you have seen me stream with over the last couple months. But also we were gonna have two guests from NAVA, the North American Voice Actors Association. And we were going to talk about all things voice acting, AI rights, AI replication, or NAVA is sort of an industry organization. They lobby lawmakers. They work with studios and people who hire voice actors. They work with the industry, with like union actors, but also non-union voice actors, on educating them about what their rights are. It was going to be a fascinating discussion, but that's okay, because we just had a talk, and we're all going to just talk about it next week, next Wednesday, I believe. Don't tell Ryan. I will be back in just 1 second, okay? All right, chat. I'm back. And look what we're playing, chat. Look what you made me do. Twitch is dead, so we're going to play some gosh darn NHL 25. Can you freaking believe it, chat? Anyone out here hockey fans? Anyone out here excited to watch me absolutely suck it up at a little hockey? Huh? Yeah, YouTube? Yeah. There is no Twitch chat. Twitch chat is dead. There is no Twitch. Twitch is dead. Anyway, hockey time. Maybe. How do I turn the volume? There we go.
Well, let's take a look at
hockey time, chat.
Impacted with some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Devils were in a dogfight on the road against
Yeah,
the
I am able to load Twitch, and I think I actually am live on Twitch, but I can't. My entire everything is like broken. I can't tell if Twitch is working or not working. I got nothing.
St. Louis tramples their opposition in this
So if we are live on Twitch, hey, what's up, y'all? How you doing? But if I'm not live on Twitch, private stream just for you, YouTube side. You know, there's one per. All right, my Twitch chat. Just guessing that because I actually don't think I've played this on stream. I played 24 on stream a fair amount. But I would bet that the music is copyrighted. I'm just going to bet that. We'll go ahead and switch to more of a hype, hockey-themed playlist. It's not going to be hockey-themed music. Look, it fixed itself finally. I don't know what you're talking about, people on Twitch side. I can't understand what you're talking about. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, if you're lucky enough to be here on Twitch, I don't think everyone is having the same experience as you, but now, hockey. We're going to play hockey. I am a goaltender for the Dallas Stars. My name is Keep and Friends, because I am a keeper. I am a sweeper keeper. And I am here to play goalie and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of goalie. The hell happened on Twitch? Honestly, don't know, chat. Had a really fun stream planned for today with guests. Guests showed up. Everything seemed to be working. Very exciting. Twitch took a big old diarrhea poop. You know? Twitch was having trouble loading pages. Twitch was just not working for about 45 minutes, I believe. Oh! I shot it right into his feet. It's fine. Amazon. No, they're not. They're not the union. They're not the union. They're just an industry association. Also, I did update the title in the game on Twitch, but I don't know if the site is working. Stream Elements knows what I'm playing. I'm not playing Jump Ship. I wish I was playing Jump Ship. That was a fun game. We had an absolute blast playing Jump Ship, chat. Anyway, if you're not a hockey fan, I'm the goalie. I'm the big fellow standing in front of the net. I have full control, you could tell, because right now I'm rolling around on the floor doing this. But I am the goalie. The rest of these guys are all computer players. And Twitch is dead. I don't know if you heard, Twitch is dead. Bob likes talking about hockey on Star. I do talk about hockey. I enjoy hockey very much. Tonight, Game 4 of the NHL Stanley Cup Final. Tonight. On TNT, I think. Whoa, I didn't. I thought I got that. I thought I gloved that. I did not hold on to it. How did Twitch die? It's just clickbait, chat. Don't look into it. Oh. Hey, the Canes had a good run. At least the Canes made the playoffs. I feel like, yeah, you want your team to win, but I have a hard time having too much too much compassion for people whose team at oh, that's unfortunate for fans whose team actually did make the playoffs at least. I know he shot it from behind his own teammate through my teammate's legs. Never stood a chance, chat. Never stood a chance. They're gonna beat the hell out of each other again tonight. I think if Edmonton goes down by 3 or more goals tonight, I think that this might end the entire series because more than half the players on one of the teams is either going to be suspended or dead. Echo Jojo, don't worry. Twitch is like not functioning right now. I don't think there was live notifications or anything. Twitch is currently having some stability issues. I'm rooting for Edmonton just because, like, just because I can't stand Kachuk's smug face. I don't really care. I don't really like either team. I'm a Jackets fan. I'm a Sharks fan. I was rooting for the Canes. I lived in North Carolina for grad school, and I like the Canes. Brett Burns plays for the Canes. He is definitely past his prime, but I love Brett Burns. Was a Sharks player. Is a good defenseman. Good power shot. Love that dude. But yeah, I don't really care. We're talking about hockey, chat. American hockey. You live in Utah, Olivia? Got that Utah Hockey Club? Yeah, Preds. Preds are a fun team. In the last, 5 years, Preds are a fun team to watch, but not as much success as I feel like they should have had. Or it seems like they should have had, you know? My team just loves letting them skate at me with guys, both guys almost as wide as the face-off dots, and then just pass it for free across the whole slot. What did I think of Jump Ship? Jump Ship is fucking awesome. I was hoping I was going to like that game, and it was all the stuff that I was hoping it would be, and it had some surprises. I really, really liked it. It was, and for an early access demo, it was polished. It worked well. The systems were all really good. Is there a hockey team for Georgia? No. There used to be, way back, there used to be a team in Atlanta. But they, I think, became the Arizona, the Phoenix Coyotes or the Arizona Coyotes, but then they became the Utah Hockey Club, I think is what happened. But no, I don't think there's a hockey team in Georgia right now. You upload prop up videos to YouTube. The quality is just pixels and everything. I watch them on. It's probably fine. Nah, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Would I play with Mark and Wade? I don't know that Mark would be that into it, but yes, I would. I would happily play that with. I would play that with anyone. Oh, we just gave a shout out to Real Good AI. Hey, what's up, Real Good AI in chat? How you doing? How you doing? Utah Hockey Club, let's go. Utah does seem like a place that should have hockey. Like cold, snowy, mountains, hockey, just all goes together to me. But Thrashers. Oh, the Thrashers became the Jets. Okay, yeah. You're right, chat. I was a kid. I was a little kid when that happened. The Flames were in Atlanta? I didn't know that. The Thrashers was the one I was thinking of, and yeah, they became the Winnipeg Jets, not Utah. Yeah, I think Utah is officially going to be the Mammoths, which is not bad, but it's fine.
For an effective power play, you have to move the puck around with precision, and you have to create some motion to open up lanes. That's exactly what happens here. They're able to get the puck. What's
up, Michelle, on Twitch? What's up, viewers on Twitch? How you doing?
You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie.
The Macon Bacon is a minor league team. What a power play. The Macon Bacon Hockey Club. Holy man, I'm really not holding on to rebounds today. Oh boy. Oh no! That's so deeply unfortunate. I made that. I tried to get him to go to his backhand, and he did. Oh, he flipped it up and then through my arms. Stinky. Stinky. You have never understand Twitch? Really? What you're doing right now on YouTube? Twitch is that but purple. And honestly, Twitch has a better, not great, but better ecosystem for live streaming. YouTube's live streaming ecosystem is, you know, not good. It's better than it once was, but it's not like particularly good or anything. You know, oh, barely. Fantastic save. More like fell over and saved it accidentally. Oh, for cripe's sake. No! That was my bad. That was bad positioning. That one was... Oh my god, all three of those are Mangiapane? Get out of here, bro. What are we doing? Ugh. Yeah, of course we get a turnover. High slot. Don't cover him off. Give him a clean shooting lane. Let him rip it right over my shoulder. Like an idiot. Oh, yeah, you haven't seen the hat trick in game where they throw the same hats no matter where you are, no matter whose team. They're all just generic colored hats. They throw the same combination of like blue, green, yellow, red hats for every single hat trick. It's like, it's kind of funny, but also it's really fucking lazy, you know? Oh, that one didn't even hit me. Oh no, cover that. All right. If that, whoever that number 80 was to my left had his wits about him, Dubois had his wits about him, could have snagged that terrible rebound I just gave up. All right, chat, we are not at a good place. We are low on stamina. We are under heavy pressure. Let's just try not to give up another one. Please get a clear. Thank God. All right, 45, well, not real seconds, but... Oh, sick turnover. Not him. No, not a fourth for Mangiapane. Nope, pass it. Pass it. Get out of here. Get out of my house. Oh, my sweet Lord. They're going to get another shot before the period ends. Okay. What's up, Clayton? How you doing? Colorblind people deserve to celebrate. Hey, if you've ever seen the Red Wings play in the playoffs, then you know that people don't mess around and somehow get octopuses into the stadium in Detroit. So, how do I feel about the Pittsburgh Penguins? Sid the Kid, legendary player. Evgeny Malkin, legendary player. Penguins as an organization. Pittsburgh. Boo. Boo in general, Pittsburgh. Macon Bacon were 17-31 in the last season. Yeesh. Score a goal. Oh. Try again to bring it. Oh, get another one. Oh. Just got to lift that over the pad. Come on now. Oh, to bring it. We're with like 5 shots on goal in the last 30. Holy shit! What the physics was that? That puck came down so fast. They're dead, but they're real octopus, Kenny. Octopi. Octopuses. Why does Mangiapane keep getting breaks? All right, there you go. I could. Oh, he tried to pass it back. He tried. Get it the shit out of the zone, Heiskanen. All right. Seriously, Dallas is actually in this career that I'm in the midst of. Dallas is actually pretty good. We're like I think we have almost we're in playoff contention right now. Like we're doing pretty good, but my defense just randomly loves to get turnovers right in front of the net and just leave me fucking hanging out to dry. My goals against is like 3.2 or something awful. Linen Tooth, thank you for watching Distractable. I appreciate it. I do not use Restream anymore, Av. I use OBS multi encoding on OBS. Guys, passing at me is not my favorite thing that you do. Come on now. Sharangovich, Poirier, Dubois, and my nemesis. No! Thank God Dubois was asleep. Oh, that was my bad. That was my bad. I did do that, chat. Jesus Christ. Okay, 2 of these 5 are my bad. 2 of these 4 are my bad. 2 of these 4 are my team's bad. No. Come on, boys. What's up, Volkrend? All right, get a goal. Get a goal. Shoot it past their goalie into the net and score a goal. Nope, that's not how you do it.
That's an incredible sequence of saves. He is so dialed in, but I gotta say, where are the D-boxing out? Rivalries in a lot of pain here, James. You can see it in his face as he's hobbling and laboring, trying to get back to the bench. Anytime you're injured, you want to know exactly where the play is. You don't want to put your team in a vulnerable spot, but you got to get off.
Just heard a guy complaining about solo gaming.
Sagan's the leader of this team.
What does that mean? Complaining about playing a game by yourself? Or Heiskanen, you have like 5 goals this season. Come on, bud. Go Jackets. Yeah, I'm primarily a Jackets fan now. I live in Ohio. I root for the Jackets. Is Tyler and Mark gonna mark an episode about this? I mean, don't they have a couple hockey ones? And didn't Tyler get picked on for saying something vaguely inaccurate about how hockey works? Oh, why does that one happen? But okay. I like how usually the announcers give me a lot of shit when I play goalie because I'm not particularly good at it. I like how in this game, even the announcers are kind of like, wow. His team is really screwing him over. I'm going to say that was my team's fault. I think it probably was my fault, but I'm going to say that was my team's fault. I might get benched in my first game back streaming live hockey gameplay. Might get yanked. Oh, guys. This game has Utah, Silver Whale. It has them as Utah Hockey Club, not as the Mammoths, but it has Utah. Oh, look at that. Okay, I thought he was about to... He's not fast. I thought he was about to just turn on the jets and come get a sick breakaway on me. All right, we need one before the period ends, boys. We need one. We're totally capable of coming back from 4 goals down. It's totally doable. But we need one this period, I think. And I need to stop getting scored on. You look up to me. That's a questionable decision. I appreciate it. Oh.
Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. Dallas takes possession.
Dune Awakening? Man, am I not interested in playing Dune Awakening. Holy fuck.
From the blue line, they take control of it. And now it's grabbed by DeBrincat. Takes the puck. Taken by Gavin. Washington's in now. Fires it. Oh, stick save and a beaut. Takes the feed. From the left side, they enter the attacking zone.
You know how I know I'm not interested in playing Dune Awakening? And this is going to sound like shade, but it's not. I just know that this means I'm not going to like it. Shroud said it's a good survival game. Shroud said that? I saw a clip of Shroud being like, look, if you like survival games, it's good. If you like Dune and you like survival games, you'll probably like it. And I was like, all right, I'll pass. I do like survival games, but not generally the ones that Shroud likes. Levi, I'm glad that me being generally angry about hockey is comforting to you. I appreciate that. Stop giving Munchie a panty breakaways. This is not the man I want to be facing right now. Oh. Good shot block, teammate. Appreciate it. Did I watch Summer Games Fest? Nah. I did not. Ooh, that's bad. That's really bad. That's just... I think that's just that my goalie is only 89 skill level, and that's bad. Does the puck go through the plexiglass and hit audience members? No, it does not. It can break the glass, but the glass generally is shatterproof. And they just replace the pane. There are also nets around the back. It's hard to describe, but like behind the goal, basically, there are nets that go from the glass up. So a really hard shot is not going to sail over the boards and go into the stands at 80 miles an hour or whatever. But they can go into the team benches because there's no glass in front of the teams on the bench. There's glass behind the teams on the bench. But those guys are generally pretty athletic and generally paying attention, so they don't get taken by surprise too often. Looking forward to any new movies? No. Oh, I done got pulled, chat. All right. He waited till between periods to give me the hook. Respect. I have played Night Rain. It was pretty good. It was Elden Ringy and difficult, but I had a really fun time with it. Now look at this. We're 45, 23, and 9, and somehow my defense was playing in front of me that game like they were like they're fucking they play for the Sharks or something. Why is Twitch dead? I don't know. You tell me. Why wouldn't Twitch load earlier when I was trying to stream?
We got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more coming up on the other side. Stay with us.
Here in Seattle, we have the Seattle Kraken, and the auditorium is named after some generic business. Isn't Seattle's stadium the Climate Pledge Arena? Isn't that what that's called? Is that a company? I don't even know what company is Climate Pledge. Oh yeah, the Osgood Wah fight. Sure. No Blue Jackets. Look, in a be a pro career, I don't like to force my way onto certain teams. I like to be a rookie, get drafted, and then try and get people to trade me to the team I want to be on. My long-term goal with this character is to end up mid-career or late career on the Blue Jackets and try and help them have some good seasons. But like, I got drafted by the Stars. I'm on the Stars. It's where I'm at, baby. Interference penalty off the opening face-off. Bold choice, Islanders.
And here's the call.
Start of the game, you want to set the tempo and dictate pace, and now you're killing a penalty.
You get the I have done a lot of be a pro careers over the NHL years, like I don't know, 10 or 12 easily that I put a lot of time into over the last decade. You get drafted by the Ducks a lot. I think it's because in the game, no matter what real life is like, the Ducks tend to be the bad team that the game favors for some reason. Craig, is that the official Blue Jackets emotes? Are you sub to CBJ on Twitch? Oh, no. All right. What are my thoughts on the Flyers? I like their jerseys. I like their team design. I really like Gritty. I think he's terrifying in the right ways. Oh. Otherwise, whatever. It's sad that they have been so stinky for so long. Sorry, everyone who's played for the Flyers in the last 20 years. You found the legendary Bob? You're a Vegas fan, but not one of the insufferable fans. I've just been a fan since I started because that's what I got into hockey. Hey, Vegas is one of those teams where I get why people don't like them, and I was a Sharks fan, so like I didn't root for them, but like also I forget when it was, spring of 2019, I watched one of the playoff games in T-Mobile Arena in Vegas because I happened to be there on a vacation, and like I get why people like Vegas. It's a fun franchise, some ridiculous history already, some really like fun, some annoying, but some really fun, talented players. Eichel's really fun to watch, and like I get it. I don't know that they're double pane windows, Nailing. I think they're just really, really thick, like comparably thick to like bulletproof glass type levels of like plexiglass. Thoughts on Utah Mammoth? It's fine. I think they could have definitely gotten a better thing than the Mammoths, but Mammoths are cool. It's fine. I get it. I actually.
Horvat's gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again.
Got me, chat. Got me. You made me think there was a typo. You got me. Got me looking. Who am I rooting for in the finals? Kind of Edmonton. I kind of hope that it goes 7 games and they just beat the ever-loving crap out of each other. But like, also, I think it would be good if Edmonton got a cup so that everyone could shut up about how good Draisaitl, McDavid, and crew are, and they could just get a cup and then it'd be fine, and we could focus on someone else during the regular season. But whatever. Fleury was fun, man. The oldie flower. What a fun player. What a decent guy as far as I can tell from his reputation and stuff. What a fun, exciting goalie. I love a quality keeper, you know? I was a big Chris Osgood fan growing up because I was a Red Wings fan when I was a kid, and I love a fun keeper. I always thought Jonathan Quick was really fun to watch. Big Shesterkin fan. I always thought Vasilevsky's run when they went the year before and then the back-to-back years when they won the cup. Vasilevsky was so ridiculous to watch, and like how he was playing and the saves he was making and stuff. Why do you think the Canes can't get through the playoffs? Honestly, I think they need a goalie. I know who was their goalie this year. Freddie Anderson. He's like good. And who else did they have? They had Kapanen? They had Anderson and Kapanen? Is that who they ran with this year? Both of those guys are good. And, like, both of them clearly took turns starting this year. But, like, neither of those guys is make it all the way to the final, win the cup, I feel like. I'm not an expert. That's just my feeling. I feel like the Canes have the offense. Their defense is not super consistent, but their defense also gets no favors from their goalie. Just generally, historically, I feel like if they could get a really high-quality goalie, that would help a lot. And if they could have, like, a big number one and then keep Anderson or Kapanen as, like, their backup, as, like, a really solid backup, I feel like that would help. I also think the Canes, I don't know why, the Canes always seem like they're undersized. Like, they want to play really fast and aggressive, and they do really well unless the other team gets physical. And if their opponents take the body more and get really physical, the Canes just, like, they've never, like, stood up to that well. Martin Brodeur, he was fun. I honestly did not watch a lot of Brodeur because he was never, I just, like, didn't get to see him play very much, but, like, yeah. Marty. Did I finish my woodworking project for James? No. He's good, though. He's doing really good. Thoughts? Looked up where Yzerman was. He's the GM. Yeah. No, that's what I grew up watching, like Datsuk, Yzerman. They're good. Their cup years with the Wings, and whoops, that's not the button I meant to push. Those are like the players that I watched when I was a kid, getting into hockey originally. Kreider trade to the Ducks. Honestly, I've not been following trades. Kreider to the Ducks. I mean, that it's probably not very exciting for him. Are the Ducks making a lot of moves? They're not going to be particularly good next season, are they? But I don't actually know for sure. Yeah, this was Fleury's last year. I believe his last game with Minnesota was his. Well, he was on the bench for it anyway, I think. But I think he played his last game regular season this year, and I think he's retiring. Thoughts on the Knights coming in super new, getting as far as they have so quickly. Thoughts on the Avs? I really like McKinnon and Makar. I really like the Avs. The Avs were a big rival. Avs and Stars were big rivals of the Wings back in the late 90s, early 2000s when I was always loved the Avs. I think that the story this playoffs with what was his name? That Avs player, their captain. who was like injured and didn't play the whole season and then came back for game 3 of the playoffs and just fell right back in. What was that guy's name? Lehkonen? Lehkonen? Is that the guy? Oh, Kreider's playing with Trouba. Oh, I didn't put that together. Interesting. No, well, that's a classic pair. That's fun. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Lehkonen storyline for the Avs this season in the playoffs was like awesome. Golden Knights coming in new and like absolutely killing it was honestly I think they both got lucky and took good advantage of the expansion system, because like clearly Seattle and this season Utah haven't had that, but Utah was more of like a franchise move, but Seattle was like a new team. I think they had the similar or same deal that Vegas did in terms of expansion draft stuff. Vegas just had such a fucking good expansion draft, and they just had some really good luck and made some really smart moves, and like it's really impressive how good Vegas has been so quickly. Landeskog, thank you, Gabe Landeskog. What did I say? Lehkonen? That's not the guy. Landeskog. No, the Landeskog storyline for the Avs this year was awesome. I generally like the Avs just because they're in my mind they're like historically good, historically awesome players. Really like McKinnon. Really like Makar. Hockey doesn't belong in the desert. I feel like Vegas has done. The other thing that I think is interesting about Vegas is like as a city, they've been hungry for sports teams. I feel like the city seems like it's really embraced hockey and embraced the Golden Knights. No reason that I think that. Another interference penalty right off the rip of the second period there. But it just seems like Vegas was immediately like, all right, fuck, hockey, whatever. We love sports. We love having a big party. Let's be good at hockey. And like the city seems like it's really embraced the Golden Knights and just like people are here for it, which I think Seattle has its fans, but it doesn't have the same vibe of everyone, people in Seattle got really excited, got really invested. I think there are a solid group of Seattle fans, but it doesn't seem like it's the same level of excitement, embracing the team, investing into the team and coming out stuff. Again, no reason I have these opinions. Purely vibes from, watching games and hearing people talk. But like, I feel like Vegas is like the Raiders have not been particularly good or anything, but I feel like Vegas also went in really hard on the Raiders because everyone was just like, yeah, fuck it, sports. Football, baby, Raiders. And I don't know. Yeah, well, obviously, when you're a new expansion team, you come out of nowhere, and you just start fucking killing it in the first couple seasons. Of course, everyone hates you because that's obnoxious, and they've been trying for years to get there, and then Vegas immediately came in and was like, we'll go to the playoffs. We'll win a cup in the first 6 years, whatever. Oh no, I can't believe that stayed out.
New York's been working hard, and they're still in a game here. Yes, they hit the pipe and it went out, but they're still in a game. They have to fight right to the end.
Drouin's lugging the puck. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves.
Hockey is awesome. You're right, Western Cat.
Moves it to the middle. And he elects not to shoot and will hang on to the puck. Oh, and he didn't get all of it, but just enough to keep it out of the net. And that caroms off one of his teammates in front. Grabs it in his own end. Handles the puck.
Really good,
Dumps the puck in.
bad pass decisions exiting the zone, guys. Appreciate it.
They're picking up steam through the neutral zone. The Stars get a hold of it. Good heads-up play in the defensive zone.
Vegas abuses the long-term IR.
To Barzal.
I mean, I generally am aware that like organizations use the long-term injured reserve for purposes, but is Vegas particularly notorious for doing that more than any of the organizations? Or I'm not up on my Golden Knights gossip, but any desire to play? If I wasn't so out of shape and overweight, I would definitely consider playing hockey, but I'm pretty sure actually trying to play hockey in any way, shape, or form would just lead to me killing myself and or destroying every ligament in my entire body. If I got in shape and I lost a bunch of weight and I was feeling like I needed to play a sport, hockey would be on my list. I would love to be in a beer league, but that is not where I am in life right now, and I'm not in a judgy way, in a realistic way. I think that would be a bad choice for me to pursue until I make a lot of other lifestyle changes. No! Oh my god, I can't believe I got a cross for that. See, chat, I can make saves. See? They use it every year to make big deadline acquisitions. Try not to give up. Oh, whoa! That came off my teammate's stick at a hilarious angle. How is it playing goalie? I still suck at it. Like, I find it really hard. I really like playing goalie because I always wanted to be a goaltender when I was a kid, and I was always a big fan of goaltenders in general. And I find it fun, the positioning and the, watching who's open and watching your backside and the dramatic slides or the dramatic. I got a stacked. Last time I played this, I got a stack the pad save. A guy came in on a breakout, and I hit him with the old, go down to the butterfly early, but then stack the pads as he tried to make a move and go for his shot. And I actually got a old school laying on my side, stack the pad save. It was dope. They might not do it more than other teams, but they are better at IR. Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand why people would dislike Vegas for that sort of reason, but that's the sort of thing where I'm like, look, either everyone does it and it's like the unspoken rule that you can manipulate the IRR system to make trade moves and get stuff done, or it should be outlawed. And if it's not completely outlawed and everyone kind of does it and some teams just do it better, just get better GMs. If your team doesn't know how to manipulate the system to their benefit as good as other teams do, sounds like you need better GMs or better, front office people. It sucks, and I get, that is obnoxious, and I get why people would dislike that. But also, if it's part of the league, it's part of the league. Have you been to a Cyclone games yet? I have not, but I've heard really good things about the Cyclones, and I really did intend to go to a Cyclones game this year. Wait.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it, with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting...
Katarina, yeah, a lot of hockey players are missing teeth, and a lot of them don't get it repaired until they retire. So a lot of them just are missing their front teeth for most of their careers or whatever, because you just take a puck to the mouth or you get punched in the face or whatever. Just a thing that happens. Do I have an opinion on Jordan Binnington? He's spicy. Binnington is spicy. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of Binnington. I think he's fun to watch. I would not have ever, even in his absolute prime, I don't know if that I would have really wanted him on my team. Binnington was really streaky, really hot and cold, and if the opposing team could get under his skin and tilt him, then he would just go off the rails. I feel like sometimes Binnington would get angry and play out of his mind, but I feel like more often than not, if you get Binnington pissed off, he just sort of derails and gives up 5, and your whole game is kind of done at that point. But I mean, he's fun to watch. When we played against Binnington, it was always kind of fun because it's either he's going to be an absolute stonewall menace of a goalie, or something's going to happen. Someone's going to run into him in the crease, he's gonna get some calls not gonna go his way or something, and he's gonna like throw a big tantrum, and then you get some free goals because Bennington's out of his zone. You know. You never knew I liked hockey. I talk about it, not a lot, but I talk about it. Oh yeah, I can get good enough knowledge on hockey before Atlanta gets their team. Only been to a pair of Ghost Pirate games. Did enjoy watching Four Nation face off. Four Nations was fun. Four Nations was really fun. The overtones and undertones of all the other shit that is and was happening in the world around it made some of the interactions, I think, a little high strung, and I mean added to some of the drama, but also made some of it, feel shitty. But in general, that's really, really fun to watch. It was very fun. Love Fleury. I'm a big fan of the Flower. As far as anyone has ever said, he seems like a really stand-up dude. Really exciting goalie. Again, I don't know. In his prime, like, obviously, I think I would have wanted Fleury on my team. But, like, later in his career, he was so, like... He was either making completely out of this world ridiculous rolling around on the ground saves, or he was kind of a sieve. And, like, I don't know that I would want that on my team, but it's impossible not to like him and root for him. Because I'm not a big Minnesota fan either, but since he was on Minnesota, it was like, yeah, go Wild. You know what? Go Fleury, go Wild.
And they're using their awareness to take away angles and seams, and this is something they're doing with their stick positioning. Coach talked about it.
Yeah, that's true. Fleury would be a top-tier second-string goalie, and that's kind of the position I guess he filled for Minnesota, right? He wasn't like their number one guy. He was like their number... Oh, I can't believe I got to that! That was luck. He's a great backup, because he's a guy you want, like, on the team, right? You want him mentoring younger players. You want him in the locker room, like leading the boys. Like, he seems like that kind of guy. Oh no! I got to it though, so not oh no, I guess. Did I do a playoff bracket this year? Nah. He was behind Gustafsson. Yeah. Which, Gustafsson is another guy. He's not, like, the greatest of all time type goalie, but he's a solid goalie. I'm just like a Gustafsson fan. Yeah, I can't believe Pittsburgh let him go to Vegas. It's hard. I get, like, it sucks, and if my team doesn't, I feel the exact same way as a lot of people do, I think. But I get why... Oh, I can't believe you shot that into me. You had so much net to shoot at, my guy. I get why teams, when you have your, Fleury was like the star in Pittsburgh, and then he was I think when they let him go to Vegas was like his big contract was up, and he was past his prime. He was still like a good goalie, but he was like definitely past his prime, definitely getting older, and it's like, well, we can't, I don't know if Fleury wasn't into it or if Pittsburgh didn't want to do it, but like, you don't want to be that, like, it's awkward, and players might not be into stepping down from your big money contract to, look, we can't pay you like you're our, best goalie in the league, all-star contract anymore. You're getting older, and so that often ends up with players leaving a team right when you're like, come on, just let him play. Just let him play in Pittsburgh for, let him ride it out. He's got some years left, but again. No, I know nothing about all this. This is all vibes and rumors. That's all I got. Dude, if they released these NHL games on PC, I would fucking love that. I don't even think I would own a console if they released this game on PC. Yeah, that's right. It was the expansion draft. It was Vegas. That's right. Yeah, I mean that's another position, right? Where you're like Fleury is getting older. We have to protect our core, our top most important players, and Fleury, you know, are aging great, but past his prime goalie doesn't necessarily earn one of our coveted protect you from the expansion draft whatever picks. Pecorine? I do not have strong opinions about Pecorine. I like his name. I think his first name and his last name could both be first names or last names. I love his name. I think it's really cool. That's the most I think I've ever thought about Pecorine. Be really sick if we could get a third goal team. Like I'm playing okay. I only let one in, but every player that leaves the Jackets ends up on the Panthers eventually. Yeah. No, as much as I'm not really a Panthers, I don't like the Panthers. Bobrovsky, seeing him do well, I like. Bob was not ever as good on the Jackets as he has been for Florida, but he's been so fucking good for Florida, and there's a little part of me that's like, you know what, man? Good job. Like, go get it. Get that cup, dude. But also, why couldn't you have fucking played like that in Columbus? But like, good job. Go get him. It sounded like I said expansion giraffe. Sounds like a thing I would say to James. I am not a Stars fan, but I do generally like the Stars. I like some of their players. I really like Ottinger is one I think is interesting. I feel like his record and his real-world performance doesn't live up to the kind of goalie I think the Otter really is. I feel like Ottinger is a great goalie. I feel like he is a great goalie. He deserves to have the reputation of having been a great goalie, but I feel like he also hasn't had the success it seems like he should have. But I don't know. Could you imagine if real hockey looked like this? They had like the puck outline and the little circles under the guy, whoever had the puck and stuff. Yeah, well, that's part of it too, is it wasn't Bob's fault in Columbus that Columbus sucked. Oh no. I didn't think I needed the dramatic slide, but I should have done it. You love Jeff Skinner? Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I feel like if Edmonton is in the same, you can't say anything bad about Edmonton's skaters, right? Like, they're not, maybe their fourth line or their bottom half players, offense and defense, could be better, but like, they're not missing anything. I feel like if Edmonton could get a goalie, they'd be fucking unbeatable. But also they get too aggressive. They give up like breakaways. They leave half the net open because they're idiots. They do, like, there are coaching things, and like maybe they are missing more really defensive minded players. I don't know. But if just Skinner can't fucking do it, man. And like I hope they put Pickard in and like fight back, and I hope this series is a really good series. But also, I don't think Pickard is ready to be a number one. I don't know anything about him, honestly, but I saw him play earlier in the playoffs when Skinner was hurt, and like he did good. He obviously got them through the playoffs to he did his part, but like I feel like they need a number one goalie. I feel like how does Edmonton have one of the best rosters in the league in terms of skaters and are committed to Skinner as their goalie? How is that happening? Skinner's on the roster tonight. I mean, I hope he does good. I root for him. Honestly, if Skinner could pull it together, mentally bounce back from the last couple games, but the last game particularly on Monday, that is gotta be hard to bounce back from. If he can get his shit together, I hope he can do it. God, I hope he could do it. But man, does it seem like that's just a big flaw in his game? I don't know. I don't know if it's just the part, because I only really see Edmonton in the playoffs. I don't see them play that much. So I've only really seen like playoff Skinner where everything's really cranked up. Stakes are high, emotions are high, but like it seems like that's a flaw in his game. Like for the regular season, he's a great consistent goalie, and then you get to the playoffs and he kind of crumbles. I don't know. Evander Kane, I think, is really interesting. So Kane was on the Sharks when I moved to San Francisco and sort of became a Sharks fan. And when I first started rooting for the Sharks, I was like, Kane seems good. Something seems off about him, but he seems good. And then all this stuff happened where the Sharks organization just like let him go because he lied about getting the vaccination during COVID protocol times. Like but he just didn't want to do it. But then he lied. There's a whole thing. And then he had like money trouble too. He had like personal life issues, which is kind of unrelated to who he is as a hockey player, but also affects you on ice. I'm sure like having people breathing down your neck for debts and getting into money trouble probably makes it hard to focus on hockey. But I just can't believe Edmonton of all teams like took a chance on him, because I feel like it is a chance, and I feel like he gets too many penalties. He had a gambling. Anyway, it just seems like he's a gamble, right? And he's not a gamble where the hockey upside is like, oh, but he's so fucking good. Just like, nah, he's like a good, like maybe second line, maybe third line. Like he's obviously an enforcer type. He takes a lot of penalties. He gets a lot of retribution, can score goals, can contribute, but he's not so good that it's worth all that shit. And I'm tend to agree with you. I feel like who was the other one you said? You said Kane and Perry. I feel like Corey Perry. I get Corey Perry. He's definitely like, I mean, what is he? He's the oldest guy in the NHL final, right? It's him and Marchand are the two oldest. I think Perry's older than Marchand. Perry is like, he's old. He's it's past his prime, but he is still obviously contributing. He is still such a good enough player on the ice that he's contributing on the hockey side, and in terms of leading in the playoffs and like having the experience of being on the Lightning through some crazy shit and having a lot of success and having a lot of terrible failures and like getting swept out of the playoffs by the Blue Jackets, which I think Corey Perry was on that team. I get why you would want him. He is definitely old, which is not his fault, but he is old. But he's still contributing. Like his numbers even in the NHL final, doesn't he have like a goal and a couple points still? Like, isn't he still in the scrap? Isn't he still getting net front and causing problems? And like, but Kane, yeah. Well, and how many fucking penalties did Kane take on Monday? He took 2 back-to-back. He took one, got back out on the ice for like 20 seconds, took another one, but didn't Kane take like 4 or 5 penalties? I know at the end of the game when shit got crazy, he got a misconduct, but like 7 or 8 people got misconducts or some crazy shit at the end of that. But anyway. Yeah, I don't get it. I never got that. Especially Edmonton. If it was a team where like Kane was like a top line guy and he was like, we need players. He is one of the best players we could get, and the gamble of, his personal problems, his lying to his previous teams, whatever, that's worth it because he's going to be an upgrade for us. Edmonton doesn't need that. I don't feel like Edmonton needs that. I think, one, they could probably attract players. I don't know what their like salary cap situation is or whatever. I'm sure there's realities about that, but they have McJesus and can't believe I got that. And, a good team. They make playoffs. They lose the cup every year, apparently. But Oh.
There's a glove save on the play. And the goalie
Kane had
comes up
more
with a whistle.
penalty minutes than ice time. That's not what you're looking for out of a. Isn't he on their second line? Isn't he a top 6 forwards for them?
The Islanders win the draw.
Nurse, yeah, Nurse is one where I've always felt like
Now he moves it to
he. That's like, oh shit. Oh boy, please don't. Okay.
quick pass to Robert.
Nurse has always had trouble, like he's been an enforcer type dude. Oh, good shot. But he's had trouble riding the line and staying on the right side of it. I feel like Nurse has always taken too many penalties for what he should be doing. But I don't have a good sense of that. That's just like over the years of sort of seeing him on other teams doing stuff. Huey, get your take on the Ottawa Senators.
Well, I do agree
Hey,
with
they have a
you.
Kachuk on their team, so not a fan.
So on the odd man rush,
Um,
they got someone driving the net, pulling the D back, and guess
What's
what?
it, Brady?
Capitalize on this
Brady's
space
the
that
brother
they're
that's
given.
on the Senators. I don't know. He seems all of the Kachucks, like it's begrudging, right? They're so fucking annoying, and they're clearly it makes them good at hockey. It makes them their teams are successful at least in some big part because they're on the team. But God, they're so fucking annoying. I would never root for a Kachuk, but like it's not because I think they're bad. It's because they're so consistently good and they win, and it's so fucking annoying. It's like the Tom Brady effect, right? Like where it's like, God, I fucking hate that guy. But it's just salty because I hate them because they always fucking win. And especially Matthew and his run with the Panthers is like, the whole organization is like, God, I fucking hate those guys. But also, they keep fucking winning. God damn it. I wish someone else would win. But what can you do? You know what? If winning means that you're the best, then I'm wrong because the Panthers were the best last year and they have a pretty good chance of winning the cup again and being the best this year. I think the Oilers can't get a good keeper because they have so much money tied up in the McJesus line. I mean, probably. I believe it. They are the O'Doyles of the NHL. Do I have a favorite player? Probably my favorite. He's retired now. Probably my favorite player that's not from when I was a kid, because my favorite players from when I was a kid are just like the Red Wings. Datsuk, Yzerman, Osgood, Cromwell. I was a Wings fan as a kid. If I'm talking modern players, I really, really am a big fan of Joe Thornton. Joe Thornton was on the Sharks for a long time. He played until he was very, very old. I think he got traded to Florida in one of their deep playoff runs in the last few years. I forget where he ended up. But anyway, Joe Thornton, I call him Hockey Grandpa because he used to grow this big, ridiculous lumberjack beard, and it was all gray, and a big Joe Thornton fan. Purely for sentimental reasons. I didn't even get to watch him in his prime. Like, I only became a fan of Thornton after he was like, the last 5-6 years of his career when he was already like on his way towards retirement and was already a legend. But yeah, Joe Pavelski and Joe Thornton, both guys I'm big fans of. Went to Toronto, then went to Florida, then retired. Yeah. I'm glad he got to go to the playoffs with Florida. I wish he'd gotten to stay with San Jose because I liked him as a Shark, but that's not, it's not the reality. And I'm glad he got to go and have some playoff runs, and like, good for him. But yeah, both Pavelski and Thornton were Sharks at the end of their career, went away. Pavelski went to Dallas, actually, and had some really good playoff runs with them. And even till his last year before he retired, had like really contributed, had a lot of goals, had a lot of impactful goals in the playoffs, was a great contributing top 6 guy for the Stars. Or actually, he might have been bottom 6. I don't remember, but yeah, Patty Marleau. Yeah. I think San Jose does have a bright future. I'm a little worried they're going to keep trading people. They sort of keep trading away their prospects, which is, it's just the position you're in when you're like a smaller market team. You have less money, you have less draw. But isn't Gadjevich is on the Panthers right now. Wasn't he drafted by the Sharks, and he played on the Barracuda, the Sharks minor league team, and then he played the last season before I moved away from the Bay Area. I feel like Gadjevich was starting to get ice time for the Sharks, and now Gadge is he's kind of a grinder, greasy player type dude, but he's really coming out of his shell at Florida, I think, right? Is that the same Gadjevich? Is that same him? Same man, same Gadge?
In front of the net, and the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play.
Will Smith and Macklin have such a good vibe around them for San Jose. It's great. I do love the Sharks logo. No, the Sharks branding, they had a slight refresh. It wasn't a redesign, but they had a jersey refresh and a logo, a slight logo refresh in the last 4 or 5 years. Their branding and everything is so good, and their team colors are so good. I have, it's the old style jersey, actually, but I have a EK65 jersey, Erik Karlsson, from when he was on the Sharks and I was a fan. And it's such a great jersey. It's such a good color. I love wearing the teal, even though we don't live anywhere near the Sharks anymore.
The Stars gain possession along the wall. They're looking to make something happen through the neutral zone now. Nashville's looking
I probably, Mike, I probably would say I'm a Jackets fan first. I don't follow the Sharks because it's really hard to see them play living out in Ohio, but I still like the Sharks. I still like the Canes. I still like the Red Wings. I mean, that's my childhood team, but I'm a Jackets fan. I can actually go to Blue Jackets games, so I feel like I should probably root for them.
handling in his own zone. And he'll take a moment to regroup back at center. Quick shot! Redirected off one of his own line mates there. And that goes off a player.
Dude, speaking of the Sharks, our goalies for the years when I was a really big Sharks fan were Reimer and Aiden Hill. Man, did those guys go 2 different directions after they left the Sharks. Watching, it's one of those things where it's really frustrating because Aiden Hill was our number 2 goalie. He was behind Reimer when I was really rooting the Sharks there for a couple years. And he was so inconsistent. He was so fucking annoying. It was one of those things where it was like, oh no, the Hill is starting tonight. Well, that's a loss probably, right? Unless we can score 4 or more, that's probably a loss. And then he goes to Vegas and he's their number 1 guy, and he still has his inconsistencies. I feel like he still gets streaky, but he has played so much better in Vegas than he ever had to offer for the Sharks. And good for him, but also, god damn it.
Nashville's got him across the line. Sends the pass over. Takes that pass back at the point. Passes it over.
I should not have done that, probably. Okay. Thank you for using your legs, Stankoven. What would be my most disliked team? I don't know. I'm not really the kind of person who vindictively hates teams, but the team I probably consistently dislike the most is probably Pittsburgh, because boo Pittsburgh, but I don't know. Probably Pittsburgh, either of the Florida teams, or I don't know. I don't feel that. Players, the Kachucks. I have that same thing with Marchand. I fucking hate Brad Marchand. He's so undeniably successful. Clearly, he's a great player. He's had a great career. He's in a position right now to win a cup with Florida, which is good for him, fine. But God, he's so fucking annoying. I hate Marchand. I hate playing against him. I feel like if I had, especially if I had grown up and he was on my team, I would probably be a fan. But having to deal with him on the opposing team is always such a fucking nightmare. What a dick. But you know what? He doesn't do it accidentally. It's not like he doesn't know that. He's just really good at getting under people's skin and causing problems and fucking pissing off goalies, and like he knows what he's doing, and he's like one of the best at it. It's just so fucking annoying. The players have some sort of health bar. It's stamina. Yeah, it's stamina. So for the goalie, when you're doing like making saves and stuff, that consumes stamina. For the players, if you're like sprinting, basically, you can burn a lot of stamina. Or if you're making a lot of hits, if you take hits or if you make a lot of hits, that burns stamina. Just sort of, it means you can't, you run out of, energy eventually. Team that is bad, but occasionally it's really good season, or a team that's consistently mediocre. I feel like I would rather have a team that is bad, but occasionally has a really good season. But as a Lions fan my entire life, I cannot stress enough, you have to actually fucking have a good season every once in a while. It's really fun to be a Lions fan now. I know football is not what we're talking about. If you know anything about football, the Lions are really exciting now, and it's awesome, and I love it. It's great. But for basically the entire rest of my life, including the stretches where we had Barry fucking Sanders and goddamn Megatron on our team, and also with our quarterback as old what's his face? It was in with the where is he now? Chargers, fucking I don't know. Stafford. Even with those and a parade of other players of various skill levels, the Lions just sucked so hard that eventually it was like, nah, I don't like it anymore. It was kind of fun to always be a Lions fan and be like, hey, maybe we'll beat the Packers this year. That'd be good, right? But now they're good. All is forgiven. Dan Campbell is my guy. You know what? Go for it on fourth down as many times as you want, Dan. I won't even blame you. If you lose the next playoff game that we get to because you go for it on fourth down and it costs us the game for something, do it. Fucking Dan Campbell or nothing. But also, it's really rough when you root for a team that is perennially awful and never has good seasons. I would much rather, but that's like rooting for a team that's mediocre, but just a little bit less painful.
Both teams had a chance to recharge, and the officials set to drop the puck here on period number 2.
We Boston fans miss his talent, not his antics. I mean, it's all a package, though, right? Like, Marchand is good at hockey, but part of the whole package of Brad Marchand is he can score goals, he can grind and get in front of the net and do stuff and make plays, but also his presence gives your team an advantage because everyone focuses on him, everyone gets mad at him. It's one of those things where he barely has to do anything, right? If a normal average player did some of the stuff that Marchand has done that's pissed people off, people wouldn't even have noticed. But because it's him, he can do minor things and immediately the other team will start to tilt because they're like, fucking Marchand, he was out there, he gave me, you know what, he gave me a little bump, did whatever, give me a sweet little cross check in the back, whatever. Like, I don't know, it's the whole thing. I'm as an organization, as a fan, I get why you wouldn't necessarily miss his antics in terms of everyone fucking hating your team for having Marchand on it, but also, it's part of why you win. Part of why he helps you win. Really annoying. James is doing really good. BC Lions. British Columbia Lions? Is that a hockey team? Who's going to win the Stanley Cup this year? If we go by the numbers, Edmonton has like a 2% chance of winning the cup at this point. I would really love to see the Oilers fight back. I would love to see it go all the way to a Game 7. Even a Game 6, I feel like, would be something. if the Oilers can get there. But I think the Panthers did a very good job of crushing the spirits and morale of the entire city of Edmonton in the last hockey game, and I think that's going to make it really tough for them to bounce back. And especially if Skinner is starting in goal tonight, he better have seen a guru or something and got his shit together, because it was not entirely his own fault. They put him in some bad spots, but man, did he have a bad Monday night. I'm the guy you've seen in Markiplier's videos. That's me. Mark's friend Bob. Thoughts on the Packers? Boo. I grew up around too many people from Wisconsin. Packers fans are so fucking annoying. Boo. Cries in Buffalo Sabres. Hey, but you guys got the Bills. That's a fun team to root for. Come on, Josh Allen. Your boosts mean nothing to me. I've seen what you people cheer for. It's fair enough. You just moved to Pennsylvania? Oh, man. I'm so sorry. I hope you're closer to Philly than you are to Pittsburgh. But either way, I'm really sorry for your loss. BC Lions is a Canadian football team. Is that like the, I don't even know what it's called, CFL? Oh, just plain beats my glove. Just like that. Oh, shit. Yeah, G. Smith, or Smitty, that's about right. Skinner's about to bounce back tonight, play out of his absolute fucking mind, like make saves he shouldn't make. He's gonna get a shutout with 38 shots on goal. Gonna be like, everyone's gonna be like, he's back, we're back. And then the next game, Skinner's gonna be a sieve, give up 4 in the first period, get pulled, and it's gonna be Pickard for the remainder of the series. That I don't know if I'd bet money on that, but I would not be surprised if that's what happens. Not at all. That's about right. Had a Cowboys sweater I loved. My dad couldn't stand it, so I decided I like the Cowboys best. Been a Chiefs fan since before Mahomes was here. That's got to be tough, man. I'm definitely on the bandwagon. I'm sick of the Chiefs. I'm sick of Mahomes. I root against the Chiefs at any opportunity. But also, as for the fan base, like, for anyone who was really a Chiefs fan before Mahomes and who just is a Chiefs fan, like, I do feel bad for you, because, man, the amount of hate that the Chiefs and the Chiefs fan base and Mahomes and everyone gets, that must suck. That must be unpleasant, and it's really, really not your fault. But also, fuck the Chiefs. Please, God, let Skinner have a good night. No! Why are you letting him have a straight line to the no? Ah, he got me. I bet really hard on his move to his forehand. When am I going to have my one-man show? Never going to happen. Is there a reason I picked Dallas? I did not pick Dallas. When I play Be a Pro Careers, I let the draft play out however it plays out. I just happened to get drafted by Dallas based on how I played in my minor league, President's Cup? What the fuck is it called? No! Oh my God, I would have saved it anyway. I had your ass covered. Uh-oh, not that one. Oh, okay. Thank you, teammate. Whew. Calder. Yeah, the Calder. That's the one. I'm a Jackets fan, doorstop. But I also root for the Sharks, and I also root for the Hurricanes. drunk hockey with Wade and Mark. The drunk part is the part that we're probably not likely to do again. I don't think it matters what game we play. See the NFC West memes wars subreddit. Siri, nobody talk to you. I'm not talking. No, I'm not talking to you. High hockey might be funny, but not. I can't play goalie and be high, I don't think. You're a Ducks fan? An honest to goodness Ducks fan? That sucks. Sorry, I was a Sharks fan for a while there. I pretty much have to hate Ducks and Kings on principle, but oh, bounced it up off his shoulder. You're a Panthers fan? Well, you must be having a good time. Hey, there are a lot of non-Americans who know exactly what I'm talking about, because they're Canadians. How's my woodworking going? Oh, really good. Ugh, I've done a lot, and I've learned... Oh, biscuits. No. Oh. I shouldn't have made that save. I made the wrong commitment. Yeah, I've done a lot of woodworking, and I've learned many things, and I've definitely not accidentally forgot to do any woodworking in the last month. Is Puck that VR one where it's like you're just a skater, you're just playing hockey as a skater thing? Because I've seen video, like Let's Play videos of people playing this VR hockey simulator game that looks really fun, but really hard. And it looks fun, but I think I would probably suck at it real bad.
And there's the horn, 2 down, 1 more to go. Both teams will get a chance to catch their breath and get ready for a big third.
Why is there so many fights in hockey? Because there's a lot of Canadians. We got a lot of pent-up rage. Take that, Canada. Play it with some friends, but we all suck. Hey, as long as everyone sucks, that's fun. But you imagine a game where you are the puck? What would you do, though? That sounds awful. Why? Not again. No, cover that. Okay, I thought I just bounced a rebound right back to him. Man, they have 13 shots on goal, but every single fucking one has been like a scoring opportunity. Jesus. Honestly, hockey fights can span like the whole gambit. I think I'm not one of those people who's like fighting doesn't belong in hockey, but I'm not like a fan of it. I don't really care about hockey fights, whatever. Oh, why does Forsberg get a great? Why? Oh boy. Good enough. But hockey fights can range from completely pointless, childish behavior, nothing really comes of it, to one guy almost murders another guy with his bare hands, and it's fucking wild how wide the range of outcomes can be. That was a good shot. I get that up off the ice though, bro. Oh, off the post, not like that. Oh, ah. Yeah, teams definitely still have like enforcers, potato god, where their role is to kind of be the guy who engages in the fights, because so that their stars don't get picked on or whatever. I mean, so that's the thing too. Hockey fighting is like, it's a very like gentleman's agreement. You can't just be on the ice and then, well, it has happened, but generally, if you're on the ice and someone just starts like punching you, it's not like, oh, now you're fighting. You can just like skate away or get the ref to be like, I'm not fighting, get him help, and the ref will come get him off of you. But if two guys square up and drop the gloves, they like agree to fight, then they're allowed to fight it out.
It's quick strike, even though it's a long bomb stretch pass that gets it done.
Take it, I'm rooting for the Panthers? Yuck. I would never.
And he lights the lamp again in this rivalry series. Wow.
Yeah, and that's going to be a goal-scoring streak, right? Because he scored last game as well, and now he gets another marker tonight, and his team is starting to rely on him for offense.
Oh,
Casement to keep it out. Sends it quickly to Heiskanen. Into the offense.
what's up? It's Rizzo. I'm pretty good today. How you doing?
Takes a shot. Blocker
Well, I was only going to stream for like a little bit, but I just like playing this game, so I guess I'm just...
his own teammates.
I think this might be the last game that I do, chat. I don't want to disappoint anybody, but I think this might be the final game. But Twitch was not functioning when I originally went live, chat. I was going to stream with Real Good AI today and have some guests, and it was a whole thing, and Twitch was absolutely borked. But it seems to be fine now. Oh, this is the guy who absolutely cooked me before. Thank you for standing in front of him, Heiskanen. Oh, I almost thanked you too soon.
Turned aside with a glove by Muyskerm. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. The Stars continue to lead here in this third period. They've been the busier team offensively. And they take possession after the
I
zone
don't
faceoff.
currently have plans to stream more Jump Ship. Oh, not again. Go away, Kemmel. Jimmy Kemmel. But I definitely want to play. I'm going to bother the shit out of my friends until they play more Jump Ship with me. But also, I think we reached kind of the end of the demo. I know that we could play more, but I don't know if there's a lot more to uncover quite yet. So when Jump Ship releases, definitely going to play more. In the interim, unclear. Oh, all right. I was going to cover that, but my teammate was like, nah.
Pick up steam and are on the attack. He scores! Alex DeBrincat.
Am I a fan of Duchesne? Yeah. I mean, not in particular. Duchesne was a jacket kind of before I was really following them, so I did know that he was on the Jackets, but yeah, like go Duchesne, but whatever. Ugh, excuse me. Bless myself. Well, all right. I couldn't possibly blow a 3-goal lead, he said, inviting disaster. You were lucky for a Robertson hat trick this game. Ever think about playing Baldur's Gate 3? I actually played a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3. I get why it's such a popular game. It's not my kind of thing. It's a little too tedious, clickety for me. But like, I definitely wouldn't make content of it. I would potentially play it more on my own if the mood struck me and I wanted to. Favorite Jackets player? I mean, a part of me wishes that we had a better number one goalie, but also a part of me is like, you know what? Fucking go Elvis, baby. Elvis has entered the crease. That's, for those who don't know, our Columbus Blue Jackets goalie is Elvis Merzlikins. And you know what? I like that dude. He's good. And he's fun to watch. and he has a good name, and I love a player with a fun name.
Excellent play and goal there. Sends the cross ice pass. Dallas is in the offensive zone. Takes the puck at the point. Picked off by Forsberg.
I almost just read chat instead of being a goaltender. That would have been a mistake. All right. Pachenko was given a penalty but didn't know because he didn't speak English and the rest didn't announce it. No, but that's really funny.
Nashville's got a hold of the puck.
Am I ready for the NFL season? Am I ready for the unending disappointment that is the Cincinnati Bengals somehow having one of the best quarterbacks and one of the best receivers in the entire league, and also still barely coming even remotely close to making the playoffs all at the same time? Oh, I'm so ready. It's such a joy. I can't wait. I am primarily, I would say, a Lions fan, but we live in Cincinnati, and I do like the Bengals, but I am forever a really big Johnny Hockey fan also. Certainly not leaving him out. If anyone doesn't know, Johnny Gaudreau was a Blue Jackets player, died very tragically in the offseason, and probably was the best player on the team, really, but was a great player, is a sort of a legend, and very tragic. He and I believe his brother passed away in an accident. But yeah, I mean, obviously, for both skill reasons and sentimental reasons, Johnny Hockey gets to go on that list forever.
Dallas plays it along the boards. Good defensive effort to poke it away. Final seconds of this one, and the home fans certainly appreciate that they got their money's worth tonight. And a great scene.
Guys, just dump it down the ice. What are we doing? All right, whatever. Hey! The Bungles. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes when you're on a winning streak, you feel like it's never going to end. You got some swagger, you're playing confident, but the other team had a different...
I have never fantasy football, Jack, but I actually, the last few years, Mandy and I both have been talking about doing it, and we might this year. It seems like it would be fun to do fantasy football just with like friends and family, just for funsies, but never actually done it. All right. Well, I got another win. 2 wins and a loss. The loss was a tough one where I got benched at the second intermission, but 2 pretty solid games there. Feeling pretty good. I'm going to call that stream, chat. Sorry it started off kind of funky. Sorry that Twitch was dead at the beginning of it. But thank you so much for hanging out. Will I be playing Expedition 33? I don't have any plans to make content of Expedition 33, but I am playing it, and it is awesome. Who are we gonna raid? Is anyone live on Twitch? What a question. Some people are live. Ryan is not live. I can't remember the last time I raided someone who wasn't Ryan. Go say what is up to Hang Time. I will raid these fellers. They are playing the new Mario Kart, it looks like, which I am intrigued about. Thank you so much for hanging out. This was fun. I will be back next week on Wednesday and almost definitely on Thursday. Garrett Jackson, thank you for the $10 on YouTube side. I do appreciate that. But I'm done for now, so thanks for hanging out. I will see you next week for these streams that will happen next week. Also, big stuff coming at the end of the month. Very fun charity stream in the works. Should be fun. Something like Friday the 20... Oh, what's that date? Friday the 27th of June. So in a couple weeks, should have a fun charity stream. 12-hour stream. Should be big times. But that'll be in a couple weeks. I'm out of here, chat. Go say what's up to the Hang Time guys. I'll see you next week.